Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. My name is Cliff. I've been doing a series called 99 Problems, but my God ain't one. I haven't made a video in a long period. A little over a month at least. And one of the reasons why is going through a lot of complications at home. And I'm changing where I domicile. For you in this world, that means changing my address, moving. I use domicile as it references to the illusion of what we are going through or what we live in this world. What the elites want us to believe or trust in is the commerce of this world. When you use address or residence as where you live, you are stating that you are a commercial entity. And when I said I domicile, I was using a term that is associated with me being a living being. And most of you won't really understand what I just paraphrased just now, because you all believe that you act as a living being when you really don't. This refers to one of the first or earlier videos that I did in the series of 99 Problems, but my God ain't one. And it refers to the straw man mostly. The straw man is number 98. And it emphasizes the fact that we act as paper mostly, but we don't know it. We are really this dead entity that owns all our stuff, owns everything that we believe that is our possessions. It really belongs to the dead entity that you sign everything away to. You have to look up more information about the straw man or the straw person and dive into what I just been talking about. But this video I want to get into something that sort of connects to that. The reason why I called this series 99 Problems, but my God ain't one, it's all about the illusion of everything that Satan uses to fight against our spirit. And that's where I came up with the title for one of my earlier videos, Ownership of the Spirit. Satan wants you not to know what the spirit is all about. He doesn't want you to be able to connect to God, the Almighty, that is the truth, the only truth of everything. Everything else basically in this world is a lie. Even our physical realm is an illusion in a sense. I don't want to get way over your heads. This is the problem with speaking out. Everything that you've really ever been taught mainly has been a lie, except for the Word of God. I made a series of videos, actually part 1 and part 2, and they were stemmed not one after the other. They were sectioned months apart, and it was number 11, The World, part 1 and 2. And I tried to show in there that I've just learned recently, within the last year or so, that we live basically on a flat plane in the earth, on the earth. And no one can understand what I speak about when I say that. You'd have to watch those videos or look up the flat earth theory by some of the people on YouTube here. And you have to open your minds to all this stuff, because the truth is that's what is reality, the real physical reality of our universe, the earth. I don't want to elaborate on that. It's up to you to go study. I'm speaking out about God, the Lord Almighty, the one that's teaching us or waking us up at this time, because the evil deception that Satan is using is coming. The one that he wants to murder us all off. So this video I want to call number 73, War Business. Okay. With all that talk, I guess I only have a little bit of time, but I did make a video called, oh my goodness, Ownership of Everything. I think it's, and I used Google as an example, how the elites own everything, and that includes us human beings, but we don't know it. We work and make and do all these things for them, but we don't really know it. We think that we're working for ourselves, but really we're working for the elites with this fictitious money system. The money doesn't really have any value, but we, in our minds, believe it does. And if you take some time to study what is real money, you'll understand that the money that we use and we have been using for over 100 years is really fake, meaningless. And the elites have known this from the beginning. The bankers, the ones that control the money and has indebted every country. It's by an illusion, and we have bought into the illusion. I could have called this video, no, I'll just leave the title of what I could have called it for another video. It gives a way of me being able to make this same point with just another name, a good name as well. You'll understand it when you hear it in my next video. But this is what it is. They own everything. And just with a few people, they can gather themselves, and this is what they do. They gather themselves together to buy up all the properties and all the everything, all the businesses of the world. And if you dig a little deeper and understand that you are one of those businesses or corporations that you don't know about, because you don't know the legal terms of what a person really is. I'm sorry, but these things that I'm telling you are the truth. You gotta wake up and see what's really going on, because the sooner you wake up, though, well, not you per se, the general population wakes up, the sooner or the quicker the devastation of the world is going to come about. The longer that you sleep or stay in your sleep, the slower things will happen, but the more people will be taken into exile slowly, one by one. It's going on right now. They're picking certain countries apart. You can see it in Venezuela. They have a food shortage. They got the delusion of their money being worthless at this point, and the Black Lives Matter is another delusion.
Do not love the world or the
All
things
these
of the
things
world.
are made for
If
you
anyone loves the
to
world,
not
the love of the
understand
Father is not
that
in him.
um,
For all that is in the
that
world,
the
the lust
enemy
of the
is
flesh,
Satan
the lust
behind
of the
all these
eyes, and the
things.
pride of life
In
is not of the
television
Father,
shows, they show you the
but
deception
is of the world.
of
And the world is
one
passing
show
away,
is
and the lust of it.
shield, and they
But
use
he who
the
does the
term
will of
of
God
Hydra.
abides forever.
Hydra is like a
Little children, it is the
octopus with
last hour.
many
And as
tentacles,
you have
and
heard that the Antichrist is coming,
they're
even
woven,
now many
interwoven
antichrists have
into
come,
every part
by
of
which we
society
know
that is supposed to
that it
be
is the last hour.
good and
They went out
operational
from us,
as
but they were not of us. If they had been of us,
working
they would
for a
have
betterment
continued
of
with
man,
us.
but
But they
we
went
know
out that they
Hydra
might
is
be
a
manifest, that none of them
entity of
were of
evil
us.
that is working against the good of the social structure. So these things are the things that are going on right in your face, and they're telling you right into your face, but you're not supposed to believe them because they told you all these things that you watch on television are all fictional material, completely fictional, but not that's not the case. The Lord gave me, and He told me everything is right in your face on television, in movies and everything. And this is how He spoke to me, and when He was enlightening me on the things that are going on in the world. He said everything is right here on the internet, and it's time for me to wake up, and then He told me to go out and tell the world like I am. I'm trying to do these things in my socializing with people in communities that I didn't belong to before. And I go out and I speak out and I tell people that who I am. I'm an evangelist and I work for Christ. And I don't have any payer, somebody paying me that is of the commerce program, but God takes care of me. I know He's the one that set all these things up in front of me, before I got to this point. He's shown me that. So I don't do these things for money. I do them for God because He's positioned me to do these things. I hope you can understand a little bit of what I'm talking about, this war business, because this propaganda to fight each other is a business for the elite, and it's a way of them taking us all down to where the enemy wants us to go to, and that's the pit. The last thing that Jesus said to Peter, one of the last things was to live by the sword is to die by the sword. Put away your swords and pick up your prayer book, the book of God, the Holy Bible, and pray constantly that you do not be deceived by man and Satan's vices.
Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world is passing away, and the lust of it. But he who does the will of God abides forever. Little children, it is the last hour. As ye have heard, the Antichrist is coming. And many antichrists have come, by which we know that it is the last hour. They went out from us, but they were not of us. If they had been of us, they would have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest, that none of them were of us.